podcast.
You should have
Liong Ma, LTK.
Podcast.
What?
What?
What? I'm cutting that first part out because I'm putting that.
You should leave that in there. That'll be so funny.
Oh yeah. Some ass kicking will happen then. No podcast because I want the first thing. We had a giveaway with the Eutektik knife, Eutektik Trinity of your choice, and you get a swag pack with it. Swag pack with it, the cooter.
All right, here's the winner. The knife.
And there's the winner. The knife surgeon is the winner, and you get my business card with a hooker hotline on the back. Oh, just kidding. And the PVC patch that I worked and waited so long to get. And you stick it on your uniform. Just stick it. And then that. So swag pack. By the way, get a Eutektik Trinity from LTK. Any color you want. Purple, OD green, jade green, orange, black, gray. No, there ain't no blue. Oh, and you get the swag pack with it, okay? So that's the special swag pack with it, okay? Also, by the way, over here, if you have bought one of the LTK Result knives from White Mountain Knives, okay, then let me know, especially for somebody who's bought them now or very recently. Let me know. Give me a screenshot of your order, and I will send you a swag pack. I will send you a swag pack with the PVC patch. Then close in the door. See? Even this guy, that guy.
Actually, you need to point the other way.
No. What?
Yeah, I'm on the other side of the screen.
Yeah. You are?
You didn't mirror your screen. That's why.
Yeah, I did.
You did?
I thought I did.
Okay.
So, okay. I'm going to I'm mirroring my screen. You're not.
I mirrored my screen.
Yeah, okay. So.
One day we'll figure out.
You get a swag pack. And if you're a Patreon of mine, if you put in an order on the website, I will send you a swag pack. Or if I'm mailing something to you for some other reason, just let me know you want a swag pack. I'll give you one because you're a Patreon member, okay? So, LTK Result, you buy the Eutektik, or you're a Patreon member, let me know. But I'm not just going to send you a swag pack if you're a Patreon member because it's going to cost minimum $4 to $5 for shipping, not counting what this shit costs, which is it's amazing what it does.
Get the swag pack from Lee because
swag.
He's going to be building a house out of all the patches he got.
Yeah. Oh my God. I'm sure there's a I got 500 patches. So, you might as well go big or go home. Go big or go home. So, okay. So we've announced the winner. The winner, please email either Liong or myself, and our email addresses are down below. Okay. So just let us know, okay? And then we will endeavor to ship the prize to you. The guy who was supposed to win the Towser K never responded, and so I turned down.
I'm going to use that Towser K for my camping trips, and then if they ever contact you, then you can send it to them.
Oh, there you go. You're take it out camping and then baton it.
Oh, yeah.
Some tree branches.
Oh, yeah.
Which reminds me, I had a guy email me the other day, and he goes, so-and-so on YouTube is like the king of spine whack. He spine whacks knives to see if they will fail or something. Like this. Okay. Oh, gee. Oh, it might have bent the liner or something. And then he goes, but you're the king of doing the Rockwell and the HRF, the XRF. And he goes, I would like to ask you, could you start doing spine whack tests as well? And what do you think my response should be?
Sure.
Oh yeah, every knife I get, I'm gonna, come on, bam!
And you
No,
should
that's
spend
just
like
so wrong.
on a piece of metal so you break the blade off.
So you want me to beat the F out of every beautiful brand new knife I bring on my channel until I either break the blade or break the lock?
Hey,
Just because of what? You want me to
yes,
destroy at least $2,000 or $3,000 worth of knives a month?
cause we can,
No,
Lee.
no,
We can. All right.
no.
That's why
Oh
we
my
do it.
God. I'll tell you what. I'll do it. Everybody gets together and sends
Mhm.
me a donation of $3,000 every month, and
Wow.
I'll spine whack every knife I have.
That sounds pretty low
I
price.
$3,000 a month, because I mean I love it when people say, "I want you to throw all your money away so I can have a good laugh."
Lee, throw all your money away and throw it to my direction
Okay,
while you're
okay.
at it. Okay. While you guys are throwing money, throw it into my direction, please. Yes.
Hey Frosty, do you think I ought to do that?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, I
Yeah.
think Frosty had something to say about that, but speaking of Frosty and something Frosty, time to do a little demo. Oh, we
Oh,
do
you're
have an
crazy. Oh
empty.
yeah.
I mean, no, I'm not going to spine whack a knife. I don't like spine whacking knives. I
Spine
think
is
it's
actually
crazy.
abuse.
Now, here's the
Abuse.
problem. So, do you have like something to calibrate the poundage that's hitting? Do you have a media established that it's hitting so it's the same density of object that you're hitting with the knife? Do you have something that holds it in the correct way and swings it at a consistent rate to compare it with other knives? Or you're just freehand, just smacking
Yeah.
shit around?
And
That's
one
just
knife
like,
you might hit harder, one knife you might hit softer, one knife you
yeah,
might hit the lucky spot, one knife you might hit the
yeah.
not so lucky spot. That's all it is.
So there's no science behind it. Okay. Just like people who, will go, "You're just a presenter." I mean, what happened to the guys that are out in the field cutting and stuff like, and it's like, but what does that tell you? I mean, I could take the cheapest gas station knife. I could go out and make some kindling. I could cut this and that and whatever. I mean, what's the media? Is it
Yep.
consistent? Are we comparing apples to apples, knife to knife to knife? I mean, like Cedric and Ada do, or like Outpost 76, or when Super Steel Steve was doing it. It was consistent, same kind of media, all that. Okay, then that means something. Or Catra testing, you know, like Laren Thomas. But if it's not a consistent, like scientific approach to a standardized testing, then what's the point? I mean, yeah, I could go out and start whacking away at branches and leaves and shit, but no. First of all, the no-see-ums will eat my ass. If I don't get like bit by a snake or attacked by a bear or
Today is kind
whatever
of
in
cool
there.
out there today. Today is kind of cool. There no CMs today.
Oh, today
Yeah.
I got a heroes award from the governor because I, in short sleeves, went out of my house in 72-degree weather
It's too cold.
across
It's
the
too
street
cold.
to the mailbox
Mm-mm.
and put orders in there because I am so faithful to my website.
This
And
is
I
not.
didn't even put a coat on. Now, the fire department was on standby in case I got, a
Mhm.
shock from the cold.
Yeah.
Wow. That's tough. I mean,
Today, it's unnormal Florida weather. The breeze, everything blowing my hair all over the place. I can't do it, man. I can't do it. I need
oh yeah.
the 90,
When
90-degree weather, hot and humid.
see, didn't you say something like you used to have a crew cut, but the crew bailed out?
The crew bailed out. Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they bailed out on
Totally.
you, son of a
Yeah.
bitch.
Totally.
Bastards. Um, you only do that because Asian guys with a bald head, they're like that James Bond type looking things.
Oh, we're
All
like
the
the
women dig
perfect
that.
villain. in
Oh, they
every
do.
James
I
Bond
mean,
movie. Yeah, totally. We're like the automatic villain. Yeah.
but villains are cool,
Yeah,
right? I
yeah, yeah.
mean, you don't want Mr. Milquetoast, like Mr. like righteous little Mounty Bounty, whatever. You want the cool guy. The villain's always got like the cool leather like pants and
Yeah.
jackets on and shit, and he's like got the best guns and usually got jewelry and shit
And
like that.
we can do all the stuff the goody two shoes want to do.
And women dig bad boys.
Mhm.
So, so you got that working for you.
Yeah.
You go, as
Yeah.
long as you get all your fingers working.
Well, you do see me wearing a
There you
splint.
go.
I had surgery on November 8th, right? And the doctor was like, "Why are you doing the surgery? Your finger's gonna be bent." I was like, "Doctor, my left hand is partially handicapped from birth, and my right hand, now my middle finger is crooked. For the last 4 or 5 years, I haven't been able to give a middle finger to anybody.
And you've wanted to.
And I've been wanting to many times, especially when I'm
Mm.
driving around and there's some idiot. Yes.
Mm. That's an interesting statement. When you're driving around and there's some idiot,
Oh my God.
there are bushels of idiots.
Oh, bushels,
There are
yeah,
truckloads of idiots.
Well, Florida, for anybody who's not in Florida, we have like several kinds of drivers, but the two majority ones are one, the senior citizens who drive too slow. Not you, Lee, not you. I've been in a car with you before. And we got the people who just moved down to Florida from another state, and they're zipping around each of us, but then we all end up at the same traffic light all the time. It is like the weirdest thing. And I'm like, I'll see you at the traffic light. And they're like, and then, yep, lo and behold, I see them at the traffic.
They went around you. They helicoptered, lost control, barely recovered, finally got back in the lane. And guess what? They made one car length in front of you. And they risked their life like 5 times over.
They can go and, say, thank you, Lord, for me being able to cut one car length.
Yeah, one car length.
Yeah.
I think it's a hobby. I think it's just like they don't really care that they got ahead of you. It's just entertaining to them to see who they can jack right out of traffic. Now, our favorite thing is between Roseanne and I when we're going down the road. I mean, I could be going 95 miles an hour, and I'll guarantee you, here it comes the same scenario. Angry man in a pickup truck. He's got a crew cab. It's like an $85,000, all dressed out, and got big knobby tires on, and he is hauling ass. He's hauling ass, and he just runs right up your ass like yeah, and you can't even see his windshield. All you can see is like that much of his grill in your rear view. It's like, what the?
Yeah.
Are you doing? But it's just consistent. Angry man in a pickup truck.
I love all the brand new pickup trucks in Florida. And none of those guys actually do construction for a living. None of them. Not one.
100. You can be a contractor. You have $100,000 pickup and a $5 hammer, and you're a contractor in Florida. Did you know that? Yes, you qualify. No. Yes.
Actually, the guys who go and buy homes here, like the ones that I see, they're usually in like a Toyota Camry or Toyota Corolla or something that gets like 40 miles plus to a gallon because they're driving around looking at homes, So it's like they're not like trying to waste 10 gallons to a mile here, $10 a gallon or something. So anyway, yeah.
I mean, you need to have a hot rod pickup truck. So you got to have like at least an 05 Chevy Dodge GMC or Ford. Got to have a trailer, like landscaper trailers, so you can put the mower, the weed eaters, and all the blowers on there, or it's a boxed in trailer. Okay.
Yeah.
And so that and a trailer. There are 5 billion. You go, oh, it was a F-150 in '06. It was white and it was pulling a white trailer. They're going to go,
F-150s are
there
the most
are
popular truck.
85 million of those in this state.
Yep.
Holy shit.
I can't wait until Toyota releases the $10,000 truck that they've been advertising. There's a $10,000 truck that Toyota has been advertising. I'm like, let's see if the U.S. is going to allow that to come in, because I would go buy a truck then. $10,000 to go like do all the stuff that I need a truck to do. 10 grand, yeah, that's when I'll buy a truck. You know?
Hey, I was selling new Fords for like 11 months out of a year in 1995 because I had the company I was working for went bankrupt, and it's like, holy shit, I didn't know. And last paycheck, bye. It's like, what? So I grabbed any job. You know, back then when people like you actually felt like you had to have a job instead of just sit on your ass. So I got a job selling new Fords. They had a special, maybe you guys can remember this, 6 and a stick. Okay, so it was a Ford F-150, 300 cubic inch, straight 6 engine, right? Not the 302. Here's a 302, this is a V8, right? But it's 300, so it's 6 and a stick, and no headliner, rubber mats, single cab, $12,900.
Wow.
Something like that. $12,900. Full size truck. But I mean, it wasn't crew cab, and it didn't have the. I mean, nowadays they got. Oh god.
Well, nowadays they have the $20,000 Maverick, but by the time you take it out of the dealership, you're not no 20,000s anymore. You know.
I got a Maverick next door. My neighbor had a big monster red, brand new, huge full size truck, and guess what? He fell down the stairs or something and he got hurt really bad. And so he couldn't get in and out of his truck anymore. So now he's got a Maverick. So it's a smaller truck. So he can haul his ass into that. That was tough. It was like, oh my God. He was moving from Ohio to come here, had bought the house, and fell down the stairs doing that. It's like, you know what? First of all, I don't move. I mean, I don't do the moving. Okay.
You moved a lot.
I've moved a lot, but I'll drive the truck, but I ain't moving boxes. I hire the crew.
You gotta hire people. Yep.
Hire the crew. Yep. They'll load it up. Hire the crew. They'll unload it. You drive the truck. I drive the truck. The truck. That's it.
That's it, man.
And that was enough.
Yeah.
That's enough. That was enough. From Arkansas to here, that was enough. That was and that was the biggest. That Northwest Arkansas, we were there for like 10 months after we left Arizona. I drove from Arizona out to Northwest Arkansas in the biggest truck U-Haul made, and then the biggest truck U-Haul made down here, or it might have been Ryder.
You like driving.
And they go, oh. It's what did they say, like gentle ride or something like that? Gentle ride my ass. I mean, that's probably why my sciatic nerve is jacked up. I mean, it's like.
You felt every bump? Is that what you're saying?
Holy crap.
Those shocks weren't working?
It's like being in MMA or what WWF, just getting beat on the canvas over. Oh my God. No. That was not gentle ride. Not at all. But okay, whatever. So weren't we going to talk about knives or?
Well,
or we're just going to run our, you know what? Midgard's Messer, baby. The Midgard folder. I mentioned this yesterday on my podcast, but there are some available. So, I mean, this is, are there some available of anything they make? There are some available of this. I know it's 300 and some odd bucks at a CPMD too, but they sell out and then they're gone. And it's 6 millimeter thick blade stock. It's about 3/4 or 0.75, 0.8 inches thick across here. It's ridiculously heavy. It's 9 point something ounces, but and then the pin screws into it, to the.
How do you carry that in your quick dry shorts?
What shorts? They're down around your ankles. Like, boom, there they go. Holy crap. No, you don't do that even in 72-degree weather when you got your Duluth fire hose pants on and you tighten that belt. Get a pair. No stink, no sweat, no pants on because they just fell to your ankles because you just put that thing in your pocket. Oh, shit. I got 2 pairs of fire hose pants, by the way. And they were not cheap.
Go into a winter environment. Now, I would need those because I'm going to New York City next week, and it's going to be, unfortunately, it's going to be cold. All right, which is
I can't believe they'll let you into New York City.
Favorite weather I like. Oh, they like me. I'm actually a normal person. Like, you go into New York City, and people are like, there are all these people hanging on the street and stuff like that, and the streets aren't very.
They're called migrants.
Maybe we need President Xi Jinping to go show up in New York City and they clean up the streets like they did San Fran.
Yeah, there you go. Hey, you know what? PBS partnered up with the CCP broadcasting thing and did a sweet piece for Xi Jinping about how he was fighting hunger in China, and he was like a god to them. He was doing everything wonderful. The people just love him.
Loved leaders ever.
And so we need to have him come to New York City and solve those crises too. I mean, obviously he's the magic man. And he can bring Newsom with him. And then they can get together with Adams. It's like the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit right there.
That's your favorite person, man.
And AOC will drop in like Mother Mary. It'll be.
We're not talking politics anymore. This is not going to be a politics podcast. We'll be here all day.
I know, because I worship them. I worship all of those guys. I do. I really do. That's why I'm in Florida.
That's right.
Oh, God.
That's right. And all those people that moved down here during the pandemic is not making it good. Oh, you know where you should put that snowman? You should put it at the front of your key.
I thought you were going to tell me to stick it somehow. Where you should put that snowman.
I'm rude, but I'm not that rude now. Okay?
Okay, where am I supposed to put my snowman?
On the front of your Kia. So when you're driving down Sebring, they see the snowman on the front of your hood. Like the Bentley or Mercedes thing that used to stick up.
No. My wife is Catholic, so we have Jesus on the dashboard.
Jesus on your dashboard. I've been in your car.
Because it's like, hey, Jesus, watch me take this left turn. Hey, I scared the bejesus out of Jesus when I drove last time. He was just like, holy moly, you're going to become seeing me.
Jesus, but not Jesus, okay?
Yeah. Oh, that was funny because they were sitting around the Thanksgiving table saying, thank you, Jesus, for this wonderful meal. And then the next picture was a guy named Jesus, spelled Jesus, and he was out in the fields picking the crops, and he goes, de nada, which means you're welcome, right? So thank you, Jesus, but it was like a play on words, like thank you, Jesus, for getting our food out of the fields.
Yes, I think.
So they replaced me. I got fired because the Mexicans took my job. I used to work in the fields when I was a teenager. I worked in the cornfields, hoeing. I was a hoer. I was a hoer.
If only that term would mean what it is you think it would mean.
Detasseling, roguing, and then hoeing soybeans.
You used to sell Rogaine?
Yeah, Rogaine. What?
What's your
No, see, that's why I'm not bald. Rogue. I was a rogue.
Oh,
still a rogue.
That's what we are.
I took the other rogues out. Oh, we used to have fun doing that. We would used to have wars. We would cut the rogue things off, and they'd be about this tall. Then we'd throw them like spears at the other guys that were in another row down there. So there'd be like corn stalks flying over. And of course, the farmer who owned the land was probably so impressed that we were chopping down half of his crop and throwing corn stalks at each other.
Now, are those things like, hard enough to like impale somebody else?
No, but they might get some rash
out of it.
from the corn leaves are kind of rough, so you might get a little rash on you. But other than that,
you got a corn rash.
Yeah, you grew up in Nebraska. You're in the fields, baby.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, right. Corn Husker.
That's your favorite team. That's your favorite team, I know.
Yeah, it is. It's my alumni, and they suck wand. They really do. They suck really bad. They're horrible. I didn't even put my Husker flag out. I thought if they could win 3 games in a row, I'll put it out. Of course not. So there they go. There's always next year. Hopefully I'm alive when they win their next at least Big Ten title or something.
Yeah.
Something to live for.
Right.
Mini Praxis. Mini? Conspirator in Ultim. Ultim, you see kind of a pattern there. Ultim. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, this little mini Praxis I had in my little rotation box. This is lightweight, easy to carry, even down here in the cold weather. And then, of course, my Sandrin knife, the Torino,
I like
with the ram lock from Snex Tan, right?
That's a Snex lock, which is
that's a Snex lock.
I forget the name. I can't.
Isn't it a ram lock?
No, ram.
It's not ram lock. No, it's yeah, I can't remember now.
All right.
But yeah, they asked him if they could use that lock on this thing. Of course, this will never rust. What is that?
The GSD V2 in Fat Carbon Mars Valley with a hand rubbed satin finish blade. This is my EDC. Yeah.
Get shit done. Version 2.
Get shit done.
Integral. What's the? Is it 3
integral? It's a half and half. So the backspacer. It's half.
It's joined
one side. Yeah.
Ah.
Nice, right?
So is that 3 1/4?
3 1/2.
3 1/2 blade length?
Yeah.
Oh, that's not bad.
Yeah, dude.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I always liked the GSD.
Get shit done. You can get.
I had the tuxedo version back in the day.
Yeah.
So when's the eraser coming back out?
Maybe 2024, 2025, I would say.
Really?
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
That would be. I'd like to see it in the Eutektik lineup. The eraser G10 in a button lock or a axis lock. That would be cool.
An access lock. That would be kind of hard with the flipper right there.
Oh, yeah, maybe. So you think liner?
Liner, button lock is possible.
Yeah.
With that configuration.
I don't know. Will it spine whack?
Oh, no, all day long, man.
Please, Jesus, take me now. Take me now. Hollow grind.
Yeah, with the burlap micarta, the Tonto one.
Oh, at least it's not that raggedy ass micarta.
I love rack micarta, and it's also a half and half. These are available on my website, leonma.com. Yeah.
Yeah, but your micarta is like a polished, nice micarta.
So that is like something that I kind of like pushed them to do, because micarta, does pick up all your oils on your hand. Now, people do like some of that, like the green micarta we leave just blasted. And that's going to pick up all the oils. And actually, after a few months, it turns shiny from all the oils in your hand. The burlap, I make them put in the rouge, which is a polishing compound, and you get this like super like polished look on it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love it.
That almost looks like it's sealed with some kind of epoxy or sealant.
Yeah, it's the rouge. Yeah. Yeah.
It's just the rouge though.
The rouge, they put it on a compound wheel, and they're buffing each scale with it, and it kind of like blends in all the fibers and all the stuff, and then makes it polished. Yeah, it's cool stuff. All the little techniques, man. All the little techniques.
Okay, so how did your hawk go? And you still got those?
I still have a few of those on my site, and they are on sale for $245. And yeah, I still have a few left. So if you're interested, go on my site and order one.
Yeah, I mean you get the full-on high-end Liong Ma knife for $250, not $550, not $650, $250.
Yep.
I mean that's as good as it's ever gonna get. So okay,
Yeah.
that's good. Nothing wrong with that. So you got some of those left, huh?
Yeah.
I got some of these left. Oh,
I'm pretty surprised by that.
oh, you know what? Okay, price alert for Florida residents only. But you go to because Roxy just got back from Winn-Dixie, the trashy supermarket chain in Florida, but that trashy comes with a good price. And so 24 pack after rebate, $15.
Wow.
$15 for a 24 pack. You could get Coors Light, Miller Lite, or Dylan Mulvaney. I mean Bud Light. I'm sorry. I said, I ain't going gay. I don't care how much I gotta pay. However much I gotta pay, I ain't going gay. So there you go. Oh, back to what's my CGI score anyhow? I had to call BlackRock. Am I diverse enough?
Is it CGI? I thought it was something else.
Well, it's a diversity,
DEI.
equity, and
It's DEI.
DEI, but in the corporate thing, it's like a CGI, like corporate, some bullshit thing, index.
I think it's DEI. Yeah, diversity, equity, and inclusion.
Yeah.
Yeah. One of my friends called me the other day, and we'll all pretty much just think along the same wavelength. And he's like, "Yeah, I can't stand all these companies with the DEI score." I'm like, "What the hell is DEI?" And that's why I remember it, because he just told me yesterday.
Yeah.
He's like, "Yeah, it's that diversity, equity, inclusion thing." I'm like, "Oh, they have something like that." All right, cool.
Well, look at this. I'm diverse. Look at I employ snow people. Okay. And the good thing about this dude, he doesn't even need koozie because his hand is made of ice. So he just grabs the beer and it stays nice and cold.
Well, don't you wish you have someone like that in your house?
I don't know what we're getting to, but I have a feeling it's not going to be good. No, but I ain't letting him in the hot tub. He'll cool that son bitch way down. It's tough enough.
That's why you should take the cold plunge, Lee. You're gonna take the cold plunge.
Ooh, no, there's shrinkage involved in that. No. No. No, if I wanted to take a cold plunge, I go over to my brother-in-law's on the lake because he's not running his pool heater. And that son bitch, I mean, Marine Corps colonel, retired. But I mean, he goes, you'll only scream for a while, and then you'll either pass out from hypothermia or you'll get used to it, one or the other.
Hey,
thanks.
You know
thanks,
that's
Colonel.
That's why they invited you to the pool,
Scream like a girl. And then I'll be looking for my boys to like reemerge in a day or two. It's like, oh my God, I won't do that again to you. I'm sorry. No, I mean, that is, oh God, no, no.
How many new knives have you checked into for your site, Lee? Every
Oh,
time
oh,
I tell you,
oh,
you
that's what
gotta
I
check
was
new
doing
knives.
today. That's what I was doing today. I was checking in knives. I have 23 of my own knives that I checked in. I'm doing a drop on Sunday, the 17th. I'll release the balance. I mean, the Patreon guys get from 5 p.m. Eastern Time on Sunday, the 17th, until probably early afternoon on the 18th to buy what they want. Then it gets dumped out to the public on the website, and I've already done 23, and then Corey sent 14 knives, and John's got 17 knives, and then I've got like 5 other boxes back here, if you could see, stacked up on that table, and I've got another 5 boxes coming in between now and Sunday. It's gonna be crazy. So
You're
yeah.
working harder in retirement than you ever worked in your life.
Yeah, because when I was a corporate exec, that didn't work. I just like went into my buddy's office and we talked football until about noon. Then we went to lunch and oh,
Great
I
job.
shouldn't have said that.
Great job.
Never
Well,
mind.
you already left that job, so don't
I
worry about
mean,
that.
when you had an office job, how many hours of real work do you do a day?
So I've never had an office job.
Yeah.
I've worked in professional kitchens, and if you
Oh,
if you didn't actually work, you
oh,
wouldn't be on that job.
oh.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I would never want to be a cook or a bartender. I mean, unless you can take methamphetamine or something,
No, I
Adderall,
won't do that. But the
Ritalin,
thing is,
whatever.
it was almost like the challenge was what made it so like so like awesome. And every cook I knew, it was almost like a psychological thing. Like, hey, we got like 20 orders in a minute. Okay, how fast can we get these out? Okay, we got now 10 orders coming. How fast can we get these out? Okay, we got to prep this. Okay, now how fast can we do this? How fast can we do this? Okay, and then not only just doing it, but doing it with precision, doing it with care, and so the customer is like they actually see like you're putting some care into their food, their meal. So that was in itself like our high. you know. And after that, then we all went out for beers. We went out, after we're done and everything, and we clean up the kitchen. Then we go out for drinks and stuff like
So,
that.
did you wear your McDonald's hat when you left
No, no,
work, or
I left that at
ah?
the McDonald's. We weren't allowed to take the hat with us. Uh, yeah. Would you like fries
ah.
with that? Yes, please. I would.
You can supersize it.
I
Okay,
normally
so
do supersize it. Yes,
my
I like.
wife knows I love her when I go, you know what, honey? Feel free to supersize it when I take you out to dinner tonight. Yeah, yeah.
You didn't tell her you were going to an exclusive club for dinner, and then the exclusive
Okay.
club is like Sam's Club or Costco.
So, I mean, I treated her right today. I went, so I had an appointment to have an echocardiogram done because I'm going to see the
What is
cardiologist
that?
like the 20. Well, they just want to image your heart just so they can give you like an update. And I've had one in the last 6 months. I don't know what the hell he's all about, but he goes, "Oh, looks good, blah blah blah." Okay, so
That way
I
they can
go in
trust
for
your
the
brand.
imaging, and I come out, and across the street is a Wendy's, and I know she was giving me some shit. Roseanne was about uh, wanting some Wendy's chili because she loves Wendy's chili. So I call her when I get out of the Echo, and I go, you want some Wendy's chili? Because it was like right at 11, right? So, or yeah, 11:15, something like that. So she goes, yeah, because I thought she was joking yesterday when I didn't get her chili when I went to physical therapy, which is right next to the Wendy's. So I went and got her chili, and then I did it on the app. The app didn't work, didn't get my $3 off. I showed the thing to the manager who was, what, 17 and a half years old. I mean,
Hey, hey,
People.
I am impressed that a 17-and-a-half-year-old is working. Okay, I am very happy to hear that.
Yeah. And then I finally, she said, best I can do is give you $2 off. I go, ah. So I go up to pick up the food, and then the goth girl with the hog ring hands me my food like this. Yeah, so welcome to the world. Welcome to the world.
They're probably like, man, this old man's trying to get $3 off my meal and blah, 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 blah.
It's like,
okay, I give you $2
I'm
off.
so bored. I should be making $100,000 a year for doing this. Here's your food. You
Hey,
know.
she's good. She just needs a different place to go work. You know,
Now
she
she
could do
needs
social media.
the front end of my shoe right your butt. I mean, I remember I'm not only working in the fields, I was mowing lawns, I was weeding gardens, but I also was doing fries, flipping burgers when I was old enough, and you had to be 16 to get a job. And I was making 90 cents an hour. That bitch is probably making 15.
Yeah. I remember one of my first jobs was I was doing baking at Dunkin' Donuts, right? And I had to like walk to like the Dunkin' Donuts, which was about like 20-25 minutes from my house in Queens, New York City. And I would have to leave my house at like 4:30 or 5 in the morning and walk over there, and I only worked there on the weekends, but I was doing the baking there on the weekends. And just, man, during the winter time, it was cold. And just $15 an hour, that's amazing. Because back then I was making like $3.19 an hour. And this was 1990, 1990 or so.
1990, that was just 3 or 4 years ago, right?
Oh, yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I remember the 1960s.
Yeah. So
yeah, you don't even remember where you were when JFK was shot. Oh yeah,
it
you were somewhere.
Yet. Hello.
You were a glimmer in your dad's eye. That's all you were.
I was what they used to say. I was a wet dream or something.
Okay. Let's talk knives.
So, what?
Shit, I already showed everything I had here.
We
hurried up and got on it.
You know what I noticed this year on Instagram and a lot of social media? Like knife companies are doing Christmas commercials. Did you notice that? Like all the Christmas commercials from different knife companies?
No.
I think that's pretty awesome.
Bastinelli. I checked it in today, so I just grabbed it off the table. I'm a badass. Yeah, you think that? I like that shape. That's cool, right? That's going to be on my website. Boom. Tech lock. I mean, I got a whole bunch of knives sitting over here, so I can just, as we talk, just go over and grab one every once in a while. That's the good thing about running a website. You got all these knives coming in from these guys.
This. Ooh. This is the
there's your little ProTech.
Yes.
SBR.
Magna
magnificent cut.
What's SVR?
Short bladed rock eye.
Oh.
Isn't that what that is? Oh, no, check this out.
Run.
I had a guy send in 3 Liong Ma knives. There's the Arrakis.
I never had the Arrakis.
Well, I dated a girl with a big Arrakis, and
you may have.
She had Arrakis. Hold on. So check this out. There's play with knives that are going on my website. People are going, "What the hell, dude?"
Well, that's Isham.
That's what Elijah Isham. Isham. How do you know? I thought it was Isham.
I asked him.
Oh, okay. Well, okay. But there you go. And then I've got the From Isham Knives, I have the, oh shit, now I can't tell you. And then I've got the Soze, the Kaiser Soze, which is an Isham design as well. In this coming out in this website. So there's a Benchmade, right?
Yeah, Benchmade Immunity.
Is that an auto?
No, I don't like autos that much.
What is that?
That's the access lock, Immunity.
No. Oh, Immunity. Oh, okay.
Immunity, yes.
Something Donald Trump would like to have about now. Oh,
damn! How dare you talk about that?
Ah!
Oh man.
Or maybe him and Hunter can get a 2-for-1 deal. Oh,
maybe they'll just be like sharing lawyers and shit, you know?
Yeah, I'm sure they will. they're best of buds. I think they are best of buds, right?
They'll be like, they got you too? What? Damn, these guys. It's a 2-for-1 deal.
It is wrong. It is so wrong. What? See, I blew my stuff yesterday. Here we go. Ultim FG.
Oh, yeah, nice.
That's right. And we're talking about Snex Tan, right?
Yes,
Ultim. Well, there you go.
Cuff.
They're both kitchen knives, right? The cuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. I guess I've really gone on a freak job roll with this Ultim. And I don't know. I'll get off of it.
It's like the hot material at the moment, right? So everybody has stuff with it. A lot of companies have stuff with it. We all go through these trends, and it's like, what do our customers want? And at this point, everyone was like, well, Ultim is the new hot thing. So you see a lot of new products with it, and then eventually it's going to go, and then something else is going to come. But we see the yellow one, but there's actually other colors. There's like blue and purple and clear. And
so what's up with that? So why aren't we getting that?
Don't know
should.
Yet. No, maybe later on.
You know what? Maybe we ought to get somebody like Liong Ma to get some knives made in Ultim, in other color Ultim, like purple, blue.
I would like the clear purple one, that translucent.
I think that would be cool.
And then
that would be cool.
One, the purple one is hot. Yeah.
And then get you, woo, baby, aluminum, woohoo, woohoo, Praxis button lock.
Aluminum never goes out of style for knives.
Look at this. It hides right here. You can't even see it. It just blends right with the shirt.
We can't see Heretic.
Hey, they're right over next to you.
Yes, they are.
They live just a few blocks away from you, or their shop is.
Exactly. Every time he comes over, he's like, "This is the ghetto, Leon. Get out of here."
Oh, I know. No, now I'm thinking about it. I don't think I paid for this. I went over and I said, "Do you have a hat?"
Really, dude?
Well, they did. No, his wife gave it to me. Yeah, she did. She did. I had money. I had money out.
They're giving me like a few T-shirts, so yeah. So they're really nice like that. Yeah,
that was really nice because I had blown a lot of money in Atlanta, but this is from Atlanta, yeah.
Yeah. Oh.
Not Blade West.
And it's free advertising for them.
And you know what? That Cleric 2 is one of that if you're gonna have an OTF and you like big knives, get the Cleric 2. That is some badassery right there completely. Yep. I mean, it's like the Combat Trodon. It's like 3.8 inches. It's a girl knife. I mean, get the Cleric 2, man. That's like 4-point-something inch blade. I mean, that is a banger. That is, right?
Yes.
Yeah. And you know what?
Over there.
What?
What else you got over there? I know you have.
Oh, I got the drop bear clutch lock drop bear. They give you an extra little set of Omega springs, but this is better than Benchmade. You know why? Check it out. You can get in from the front and there. The Benchmade knives, you can only get in on one side. And the problem is you got an Omega spring on the front and on the back. So how do you reassemble it when you have to have the omega spring and you have to have that thing through there? It is a puzzlement. Now this, you can undo front and back so you can take scales off and you can expose the omega springs on both sides and you can take them off one by one, and then you can take the little bar lock out and drop everything out. And it's easy, okay? And so when you put it back together, you could put it back, the pivot back together, because you've got a separate screw on each side, and then you could put the omega and then put the scales on one by one, and no problem. I mean, it's really a lot more intelligent the way they've set it up. And of course, the clutch lock is adjustable because they have multiple holes in that scale, so you can make it more firm or less firm as far as deployment. I haven't really noticed a lot of difference in that, but you know what? I just like the way that it's engineered better. Okay, so the clutch lock, and they've done the clutch lock not only on the drop bear, but several other models, and this is the dark matter, so it's like a greenish.
Oh, that looks great.
Yeah, I mean, actually, and for no more than like, what is it, $1.59, $1.69 for this, and it's S35 or something like that. So it's not very expensive either. So just saying, I like the drop bear. So, yeah, I mean, I just thought they did this. I mean, when I do disassemblies on all the knives, and then when I do it on an Axis Lock Benchmade, it's fiddly ass crazy putting it back together because there's no access from the front. So you got to push the whole thing through from the front, but you got to have it. It's hard to explain, but do it yourself and you'll figure out that it's a pain in the ass. This is not. This is easy, and it makes sense, and it's just as accomplished as the Axis Lock because it's basically the same, right? I think Benchmade ought to do this. Change the shit that they're doing and do this. Just saying.
You should write them a letter.
Yeah, well, I sent them a knife recently, the super thin one, and I took that apart, and the way they got that set up, what a pain in the ass. Do not take that one apart. And it's called the Narrows, right? Do not take that apart. Do not take that apart. That is fiddly as hell trying to put that back together, okay? That is fiddly as hell. So don't do it. And I sent it to Benchmade. I go, screw it. I mess with that for an hour, and I go, I sent it to Benchmade. And so they just, processed it, got it back to me, no problem, and then I sold it. I'm going, thank you, Jesus, thank you. So that was $500. I mean, it would retail for like $500. Like, this is insane. But
yeah.
Oh well.
Yeah.
I was just happy to escape with minimal damage.
Nice.
That's a good thing about USA makers. At least you can send it to them and they can straighten the shit out and get back to you. Sometimes they don't. Yeah, I mean, sometimes they're not enthusiastic about it. I mean, I've never talked to anybody at Spyderco that just seemed really chirpy and cheery.
Well, Benchmade? I mean, the like a big company like that. I mean, we all go through this little by little, but it's like there are people who, switch out scales, switch out like hardware, grind the blades differently, and then they come back to the manufacturer with like, hey, I kind of screwed up. Can you help me with this? And you're like, we gave you a fully functioning knife, and you made it not function.
Yeah, I know, but I do disassemblies just so people can see, and hopefully they don't.
And that's
do
the thing.
themselves.
Like we encourage people to keep their knives clean. We do, but people take apart knives and then they screw up the hardware, and then they and then some people are honest, so we just send them hardware. And then those who are not honest, who are like, hey, you sold me a knife with messed up hardware. We kind of know that wasn't true. So, and that's that. But we get all kinds of clientele, and just tell us what happened, and we'll be glad to help you.
Oh, I want to give a shout out to Cutting Lace EDC on Instagram. This woman is, she works at a bank. She's now in the fraud division of the bank that deals with human trafficking and drug trafficking, shit like that, and money laundering. But it was great because I've seen some of her chats on her Instagram where she was saying, so and so was a scammer and tried this and this, and she's going after them and she messes with them like she's naive and doesn't know what they're doing. And they go, oh yeah, just send me money, Western Union. Oh really? How much? And she drags them on to waste their time. But I had a series of purchases on my website, and Shopify will flag them as high likelihood of fraud. Mm-hmm. And then you look at the fraud analysis they give, and they go, the IP address is in Arizona, the shipping address is in Delaware, but it's at a unit, it's not at a residential. Oh, by the way, it was 8 different credit cards used to make the purchase. The other 7 failed, the 8th one went through. So, in other words, they got she was going, okay, this is fraud. Here's why. They get all these numbers off the dark web. And so they just run them until one of them hits because it hadn't been called in as fraud yet. And the credit card company hadn't shut it down yet. Okay. So it works and you got paid and you do the shipping. The problem is you'll get charged back. And so you'll lose the money and the knife. And here it is, a knife that I don't even own. It's it belongs to Joe Blow, whatever, as a consignor. And so I've lost his knife. I got to pay him. I lose my money. And then if that happens many times, then sometimes the merchant account people will cut you off and say, find somebody else to do your credit card processing. So, she learned me up on this stuff, and that was very nice of her, and I'm so appreciative. And she gave me her cell number and said I could text her with information if I needed a quick response, and she would kick it to me as to whether her opinion was that it is absolutely fraud. Because you'll get some that'll say fraud, maybe, possibly, but it's only because their IP address is at their home and they work like 20 miles away. But the actual, it was just a one shot on the credit card. It worked. The credit card billing account is fine, and everything else was fine. So and you get their phone number. You can call them and confirm. So
but that is that's just some of the stuff that. When we talk, there are so many, not so many, but there are people who kind of make this like a very, very crazy experience to be a part of, right?
Oh my God.
I got to tell you, 99% of the community are honest, great, hardworking individuals that you want to be around. But then there'll be like that one that, like you say, that kind of make like, your world a very tough time, give your world a very tough time, and you could be out money and a knife that doesn't belong to you, right? Yeah, we get that from time to time, and I work very closely with the payment processing companies, and just be like, hey, who's this? What's this? And if they say this person isn't what it is, refund them, and we put them on the list, just in case it comes up again. And I think we should all share those lists with one another, right? Because that's the only thing. Because but in general, I have not had issues like this until the last probably like 2 to 3 years. The last 7 or 8, everybody's been super honest. Almost to a point
Yeah.
where they're family, they're better than family because they actually support you and go out of their way to talk good things about you in the community. So this is like 1 in 1,000 case. All right, so but it does like kind of put this thing in your mind, like, man, there are people like that doing this kind of stuff. Yeah, there are, unfortunately.
All
Unfortunately.
over, all over. I mean, and law enforcement doesn't get them because they can be in Russia, they can
Right.
be in Eastern Europe, and
Yep.
they have an IP address there. They've got multiple email addresses. They can shut down. They can get back up. They can get burner phone numbers off of Google, and they can swap around. I mean, the thing is, which is interesting, is you can take the phone number, put that on Google, Google the phone number, okay, and then you can take their IP because it gives it to you, and I can Google that, and it'll give me information. And I did Google that address that they gave me, and they go, "Oh, eBay scammer. eBay scammer has been doing this since 2016.
Oh my goodness.
The
That's
same address. Does
yeah.
law enforcement go there and do anything? No, because it's just a
No.
unit number that's a forwarding thing to forward the products, and then they say they never received it, and then you get charged back. They keep the product,
Right.
and then they put it
And,
up on eBay or something and resell
yeah.
it.
Yeah. So I mean, something like that. It kind of makes you look over your shoulder a few times and stuff like that. It's crazy. It's crazy. But that's part of
I know.
you know,
It's just so sad that the wolves are at the door all the time,
yeah,
just to beat the crap out of you, just to take
right,
everything you got every time they can. I mean, it's just I
right.
get so tired of just having to parse through. Oh my God, just tons and tons of scammers trying to just hammer you, and unfortunately, there's still naive people out there that fall for. And now one of the big things is oh, we processed your renewal payment for your software at 600 some dollars. Now, if this wasn't right, and then they attach a PDF, click here for the receipt. Well, that's gotten in,
Yeah,
virus in there. Now, you just got to be smart enough to know you just ignore it, ignore it. If it
yep.
comes up as a charge on your credit card, then you just call the credit card company. Is it,
And that's one of the things that is good about having a credit card and calling your credit card company and stuff like that, because these things, I mean, they're happening, and you just got to be like aware that, yeah, call your credit card company, have a good relationship with those people, you know, have a good relationship with them because they could save your butt. Yeah.
Yeah, and then like cutting lace, it was great. She's in the industry, and she was just like, "Oh yeah, I mean, okay, I know the tricks of the trick. I mean, I've seen it all, this and that. I can put them on a watch list. I can get their PayPal account suspended. I can do this and this and this when they're really scammers, and this and that. I can
Mhm.
do things if I really, really want to,
Yeah.
um, through the banking system. So, I mean, it's like, wow, I'm glad I know her, and she's in the knife community, right? I mean,
Yeah.
and so,
Yeah.
uh, God, it looks
You
like
know,
her daughter is like this cadet or doing had some kind of like military ish uniform on, maybe part of her high
so
school
don't
thing, but
don't
she's
mess
got a
with mom and
daughter
then
that's,
kid.
yeah, I mean, looks like she's a good mama, and she's working hard, and she's got a lot of knowledge. So thank
Yeah.
God that I had her. I mean, I just thought, you know what? I remember her talking about all this stuff, and I'm going, oh, I'm gonna just DM her through Instagram and see if
Mhm.
she responds. And sure enough, I mean, she said she even knew who I was. She goes, no, I've watched your channel and stuff before, and yeah, you suck, but I mean,
They,
I'll help you
they
out.
watch this awesome podcast with you and me together. That's what it is. Okay, that's how they do.
Yeah, she goes, "Oh, an elderly, broken down hulk of a garbage human being like you. I just feel so sorry for you. I want to,
Hey, maybe
want to help you."
she'll drop by with a case of Coors Light for you. You know, you never know. Hey, what the hell? That'd be like a dream come true.
Wow, that's right. It's like, can you transfer some money to my account from some offshore account that's like a human trafficker? Just like
Oh my
you'll
God.
never miss
Like
it.
a
You'll
human
never
traffic.
miss it.
Really, dude?
I could really use it. I could really use the money. That would
You
be
make
cool.
bank. What the
Yeah.
hell are you talking about? You got
Yeah. What you
knives
talking about,
coming in.
Willis?
You got knives coming in every week to check in and sell and everything.
That's the thing. I wish I had a person that I didn't have to pay any money to that could check in the knives that come in, because you know what? I'll sit here for 3 days solid, every 10 days, every 12 days, and check in knives because it's a process. I mean, you're taking them out of the boxes, you're looking at the lists, you're figuring out who has them. I have a separate, list on my computer for each person. And so I've got their list and I'm checking it with what they actually sent. I'm looking the knives over, I'm photographing the knives and all that, but then I've actually got to upload it to the website, and then I've got to make sure I have stats on it, like blade length, overall length, blah blah blah. Figure out if it's a DLT exclusive or knife set or whatever. I mean, there's a lot that I almost do research on every knife that I put on my website
You
as
know,
well. So
I've
each
given you the
knife.
suggestion to create like maybe like a PDF on your website. If you're considering sending in knives, please fill this out.
Well, I mean, I do have a spiel, and I do say I want to know, like, what color are the scales? Are they G10? Is it
Yeah, yeah,
titanium?
yeah, yeah.
What's the model number? Any known defects? Is there a scratch or mark or this or that? And then when I get the box of knives, it's like PM2, $50, Benchmade, 125. It's like color scales, is it titanium? What's the model number? What's in the box? I mean, can't you read the box? It says Benchmade right there
You
on the
should be like, I
label.
can't read. I can't read. I never went to the Zoolander school for kids who want to read good and do other things good too. Oh,
So here we go. I gotta retype all the shit, make up the list, put all the stats, look it up. There's some couple of guys, they actually give me a link to the knife. So they
oh, that's
bought it
great.
from Knife Center. Here's the link. You go to Knife Center, boom, it gives you the title, it gives you all the stats, the link, all the shit. You can just copy and paste that right on the thing, right? And so you've
Yeah.
got a full description other than like new or rub mark here or there or whatever, like because it's pre-owned. But no, I mean there's some people do that, but most of it's just like Big Chief tablet with a crayon. Benchmade. Whatever. And then they misspell Benchmade, right? So yeah, so I wish I had somebody, but then if I had somebody to do that, they'd have to know something about knives. I
Well, they
mean,
also have to be able to read and speak English and write it too, right? So it's not just like free labor you're looking for. I mean, anybody could be free labor, but whether it's actually good labor or not, it's a different story.
man.
They might actually make you have to work even harder.
Actually, I wouldn't even need somebody to be here, right? They could do it remotely on their computer. If I just sent them, if I just took the pictures and then just sent them the list, I could Dropbox them all the pictures, and then they could just actually, as long as they had the login to my Spotify website, they could just dump it all on the website from wherever they live.
Yeah, or they could send it
That'd
to
be
you.
nice.
They could send it to you in an email with everything, and then you
No, I
copy and
mean,
paste it to your Spotify.
yeah, yeah. But I mean, they could go onto the Spotify website, dump it all in there. You got to know the name of the person that sent it in because they're a vendor, so they get. But I mean, there's. But
Yeah.
if they could do all that, that'd be great.
Yeah.
It saved me a lot of time because it is really labor intensive. I didn't really realize it was going to be that labor intensive to put knives. But the thing is, I'm doing reviews. I'm doing like promotion stuff like Olight and this and that, and everybody's got Black Friday stuff, and I'm doing that. And then I'm
Yup.
doing, Instagrams, which go over to Facebook and podcasts and stuff like that. So yeah, it's a full plate. It's a full,
Mm.
and then shipping. I'm shipping because people are buying things on the website, so I'm shipping, doing giveaways, stuff like that. So yeah, but you know what? And my wife is going, you can't do this much longer. You're gonna, blah blah blah, burn out, and I go, the good thing is it keeps me engaged. I mean, I fear even worse that I just end up having nothing to do and you deteriorate. I mean, the good thing about staying engaged is you learn things, and if you keep your brain learning, I mean, I think it's from what I've read on research and stuff,
Yeah.
it really helps.
How are you at pulling weeds, Lee?
I suck at that now.
Listen, you used to be a farmer. You did hoeing. You did all this farm work, and then you want to keep being engaged. I asked you about pulling weeds, and now you suck at that. All right, thanks a lot. That's the
I
one
suck
thing
at
I
the
needed.
weed part. I have a master gardener that comes over twice a month, and he does some trimming. I mean,
Does
9 months ago, he came and I go, I want all this garbage out of here and I want to start over. And so he eradicated, and then he's an artist with plants. So he brought in and designed it, the symmetry and the layout and the whatever. And he did a great job. And so, wow. And he's about my age. So I about burned him up doing that. But now it's just maintenance, And so he comes over twice a month, and he's a great
does he
guy. And
does he drive to Palm Bay?
wow, you know what? And he's really inexpensive too.
Thanks
Yeah.
thanks for
But
rubbing that in there.
yeah, I mean, oh my God. And so I used to love to plant plants and do this and this and this,
Yeah.
but now it's like no. I mean, I don't know Florida that well and the flora and stuff, and so he does, and so I show him pictures of stuff, and he goes, "Yes, that'll work, or that won't, or
No,
there's
that's
the
cool.
exposure here." But I mean, he's got his own greenhouse, and he does grow stuff there. But great guy, great guy. So
Nice.
thank God. Okay. So I do what I do, which is the reviews, the website, and all that. And then I leave the other stuff to people who know what the hell they're doing and that kind of thing. And I leave the grocery shopping, the food prep, and shit like that to Roseanne because she knows what
Hey,
she's doing.
when I was over, your house, your fridge was fully stocked. So yeah,
Oh, she
she's
got it
awesome.
bind up. And it's just like, it's like, honey, why'd you get like 3 bags of tortilla chips? She goes, because you didn't get the discount unless you got 3 bags, and you got 2 bags. The second one was half price, the third one was free. How am I going to walk away from that? Or something like that. So it's like, okay, so we got enough chips for a while,
Hey,
but
there's some carbs right there. Yeah.
yeah, but football Saturday mid-afternoon. I got the white queso sauce. I got plenty of chips. I got some good salsa. I'm going,
Yes.
okay. I think I love you, honey. I think I do. And she gets the deals on these. I remember when we were in Arizona, we could get a dirty 30. We called it a dirty 30, right? A dirty 30. And at the time I had a PayPal account before they just shoved me off into the ionosphere. But so PayPal would give you a $15 rebate if you got something, or at least a $10 or $15 rebate if you bought something, a 12 pack or more. of beer. So she'd get a dirty 30 of Coors Light. So it was like, at the time, it was like $20. So, because it was inexpensive.
Mm-hmm.
And so then she would get that $15 rebate from PayPal. It was $5 for a dirty 30.
Damn. You're like, can I get 6 of those?
It's like I can't afford not to be an alcoholic. Okay? I had to be I told my doctor that. I said I have to be an alcoholic. It's just so affordable. And
Oh my
funny.
Jesus.
Oh my God, it's funny as hell. But yeah, I mean, she'd get me gas points at the Homeland or Safeway or whatever. And it's like, oh my God. She goes, type it in at the gas station over there. We got gas points. It would be like $1.05 a gallon. You get 25 up to 25 gallons. Okay.
Wow.
And my Kia would only hold like 18 gallons. So there was 7 gallons I walked away from and didn't buy. But it was $2 a gallon because it was pre-COVID and Trump was president. So it's $2 a gallon. I got $1.05 a gallon. I was paying 95 cents a gallon of gas.
Man, we won't be seeing those days for a while. Mm.
So that, I mean, and other people, they were paying $2 a gallon because they didn't do that and they don't take advantage of fetch and the other stuff you can do. But she does, and it's like a competition with her. It's like,
oh yeah,
how hard can I bang that sucker? I mean, she has rebate checks coming in, and then I mean, we went up to Sebring to run some errands, and she goes, I've got $100, I've got $250 Outback gift cards. I go,
what?
when did you buy those? And she goes, they came from Fetch, so you get so many points and you can just get. She goes, I've got for Olive Garden as well. I've got for, whatever. I'm going, what? Red Lobster as well.
What?
You can get them on Amazon. You can get them on, and so she's like, just whatever you buy, you just snap. You just use your phone and the Fetch app, and boom, boom, boom. You just start making money.
I said I got to go use this Fetch app now.
And then Winn-Dixie 20X. I went there, not with her, like a month ago or so, because they're just down Highway 27. So I go, oh, you know what? Damn it. I need to get some beer. So I go, and they got the Winn-Dixie liquor store area or booze place right next to the store. So I go in, and I think I got some Land Shark, and I got some Coors Light and whatever. I go up to the front, and then I put in the phone number because I know she's got rewards or whatever. And then they go, you want to use the $40 that you... And I go, oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I bought all this shit. I paid like $1.85 out of my pocket because she had 40. Whew.
She's going to be like, oh, but I have $40. And then she goes to the store. Oh, your $40 is gone.
Go, that bastard. But woo.
Yeah. So,
man,
SHOT Show is coming up pretty soon.
Yes.
So,
okay, what's the name of there's a Mexican place on the backside of the Fashion Mall.
Dude, I don't
know.
I
can't remember what it's called, but they have a great happy hour because you go anywhere else in Vegas, like it's Venetian and Caesars, right, for the actual show, and it's like what, $8-9 just for a bottle of beer. Okay, whatever.
It's Vegas.
And Trump International, where we're booked, is also probably $6.50 or $7 for a beer.
Yeah.
But the little Mexican place that's on the backside of the Fashion Mall is really cool. It's very popular, and they have great food. And they have also, you can sign up for a little account there. So if you spend so much money, you start getting discounts and free drinks and shit. And then also you can buy a gift card for like $70 and you get like $100 worth of value. And then their actual happy hour is like, $3 a beer and stuff, which is like one half or one third of what you're going to pay elsewhere. So that's where we go after we get out of the SHOT Show for the day. We go there, we rendezvous there. She'll be like doing some other things, and then I'll take an Uber over and I'll meet her there and whatever. So if you're gonna go to SHOT, if anybody's gonna go to SHOT out there, I know it's not for the public, but it's an industry trade show. But I mean, there's people.
Yeah, we see a lot of people there, and you're right. I mean, it's quite easy. It's just spend a few $100 just on dinner.
I mean, there's some YouTube guys that are there because they got exhibitor passes from like Blade HQ or various other guys that are there. Yeah. I mean, well, not Blade HQ, but various other people that are there as exhibitors, and so they get an exhibitor's pass. And I've run into Bird and Frankie. I don't know if they're going this year, but they've gone multiple years before. Birdshot. And so, people like that, you get to meet up, and then you can hang out with the people from like We Knives or Kaiser, Concept, or who's that loser, Liong something, I can't remember. That always takes you to the crappiest Asian restaurant.
Oh, come on. Just because I took you
to it wasn't crappy. It was just like dirt floor. No, it was dirt floors. But yeah, it wasn't crappy. The food was great. The ambiance, no.
Listen, I'm only there for the food, okay? And most of
you win.
Know that I can eat. You know that.
Yeah. So, and that's the first time I've had pho. Or pho. You call it pho or pho?
Pho. So I called it pho for the longest time until my buddy was dating a Vietnamese girl who's now his wife, and she was like, "No, it's pho," and I was like, "But it's pronounced PHO."
What did you just say? Pho.
Pho. There's an accent on the O. Yeah. So.
But that's good soup.
Oh yeah, I love.
That's good soup.
So I think it's in my DNA, right? It doesn't matter how hot and humid Florida gets. I can drink a bowl of soup and I'll feel so it's like comfort food for me, Like how some people love like macaroni and cheese, and stuff like that. Hot boiling soup, it's like my comfort food. That's my jam, okay? So it doesn't matter how hot and humid it is. I can drink hot soup. Yeah. So, only a month away, and it's going to be SHOT Show. There's going to be some awesome new releases, and I can't wait to be doing that. Yeah.
Yeah. And the good thing is you can't buy anything. So the public's not there, and they're not standing around the tables like trying to buy shit. So I get time to actually meet with people like Dave at ProTech or you or Kaiser, Concept, whatever, and I can actually sit down and do a video with them, looking at their new releases and stuff, and not be crushed by the crowds trying to buy stuff. And so it makes it good that way. Yeah. The bad thing is there's like 7 miles worth of aisles. I mean, it is. Atlanta Blade Show is like this little thing compared to SHOT Show. I mean, SHOT Show is like multiple stories.
You need to get that electric scooter.
Segway.
And just go
Golf cart.
Listen, there have been times I would, I look at the electric scooter and I'm like, oh yeah, I hope I never need that. But after a couple of days of walking the SHOT Show, I'm like, where's that electric scooter? I would like one of those right now, please. Yeah.
Oh my God. Well, hopefully I get my sciatica under control because the epidural lasted about 3 days. and it started back on me. And now in the morning, it's really tough. It loosens up during the day. I'm doing physical therapy and this and that. I got to go back to the doctor for the follow up and then reschedule. Hopefully, get another epidural before I have to go to Vegas because.
Yeah, that's tough,
Oh well.
man. That is tough to walk around with a sciatica like that.
Yeah, no. I mean, it's you can't stand
Mm.
uh still. If you're walking and you're moving, it's okay. But if you just stand still, that's when it really messes with you. For me. So hopefully I get that under control before I go. If not, I'm still going. I'm gonna just like try and do the physical therapy stuff to kind of stretch it out and loosen up and stuff before I go to the show, and then I'll do what I can do, and then I won't do what I can't do,
Yeah.
and just so
And
be it.
if you lay on the floor in front of me, I will walk on you, and I'll get
Everybody will walk on me.
at
It's
least 20
shoulder to
other
shoulder
people
over
to
there.
walk on you too. They'll give you like a little back massage. You know? Yeah.
Yeah, with the armored vehicles going over me too. Thump, 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 thump.
Oh. Hey, maybe we could get them in on it. Yeah.
Holy crap. That's a crazy, crazy show. I don't know if I can get a pass for Sean or not. It'd be nice if I could because I'd like to have him do the camera work while I do the interviewing and stuff. But I don't know if I can get him in. The only way I can get him in is show that he's an employee and he's not an employee. So
You just gotta
I don't know.
show that he's an employee, dude.
I'm going to see if I can get Wee Knives or somebody to give him an exhibitor pass, like an extra one that they got. And so I can get him in and help, That'd be good. It'd be nice.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody to do the camera work because holding the camera and then doing the interview as well and all digging through my backpack and trying to get things organized and it's insane.
Yeah, you don't want me to do it because I'll just go focus on the hottie and then that'll be it.
I mean, you're not an exhibitor. You're just going to be a walk around. Are you going to work anybody's booth or anything?
I am gonna be a worker bee.
Oh, okay.
In someone else's booth, and I'll be explaining some.
Who was the guy that was helping you out at Blade West?
That's Isaac.
Is he's going to be there, right? Isn't he going to help CRKT?
I'm not sure.
He was talking like he was. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, we all want to go just to check out the latest and greatest,
Oh, God. Oh, and not counting the firearms. The good thing is the knife people, they don't have shit, okay, for swag and goodies. But the gun people, Smith and Wesson, Ruger, all those people, find out where their booths are because they're big, luxury, huge layouts. And at 4:00, here comes the portable bar with Stella, Heineken, all that shit. And so you just walk in like, hey, I'm a gun buyer. I think I'll have me a Stella. And the guy serving it, he's just an employee of the.
He's just serving. He doesn't care.
He doesn't know. He doesn't know. He just pour it. So you just go in, you start banging the Stella and the Heineken. Right. Nobody knows who you are anyhow. Nobody knows who anybody is. And you're just there I'm here for the beer.
Yeah.
And you're ready by then, too. You're ready by then.
You definitely want to.
Your dog ass damn tired.
Yeah.
But now they got an outdoor area they're going to be doing hospitality at. And they're going to have bands and they're going to have all kinds of crazy shit. The area between Caesars and Venetian.
Hey, that new Caesar Forum, I mean, that is a beautiful area. Beautiful.
And they've taken, I mean, that thing, they have expanded so much into that. Holy crap.
And that's not even the biggest show. I mean, the biggest show is like the concrete and builder show. From what I hear.
Oh yeah. Oh, which happens just before.
Right. And then they take up like multiple convention centers, multiple hotels, and that area. So Crazy. Crazy.
But how much? What the SHOT Show? What's that? Is that 35,000 or 60,000
So
people?
originally it was 60,000. I'm not sure what the latest numbers are, but I hope it is at least that or more, right? Because that's all the enthusiasts, all the industry professionals coming to look at new products and everything. And you want that. You want that, and just to kind of like keep building the year out from that, like, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if you go, I mean, actually, SHOT Show does have T-shirts and merch. I think it's usually like "We love Biden," gun control's important. Um,
Oh my God. It'd be like yeah, yeah, that's what we're looking forward to, right? Oh my
I'm
God.
gonna get a T-shirt with AOC holding a machine gun. Oh man, that'd be sweet.
Oh my God. No politics, no politics. Oh
I'm
my
not
God.
voting for anybody yet.
Yeah.
You know what? I want Frosty to win. He's
Yeah.
a cold dude. He's a cold dude. Yeah, he'll bring it. He'll bring it.
Okay, good. Good.
Okay, so before my iPad goes dead, and people are probably sick and effing tired of listening to us.
Oh, hold on. We have to give another giveaway, and I think we should still do another Eutektik Trinity.
Mm,
So,
okay,
as with
same
the
thing.
last one, like, comment Eutektik Trinity, and subscribe to my video, my YouTube channel, and also Lee's YouTube channel for a chance to win a Eutektik Trinity.
Okay, so people will go on because I post the podcast and Liong posts the podcast on his channel. So just remember, go to the podcast on his channel. I'll put a link to his podcast. Go to his podcast, put your comment and Eutektik Trinity in your comment to enter the giveaway, and you like it and subscribe to his channel. That's the most important thing. Okay, that's what you need to do. So don't go on mine and go, Eutektik Trinity. It's like, no, it ain't getting chosen. It's got to be on his channel under his posting of the podcast. I know that's going to be confusing because I'm going to post a podcast on my channel too because it's content, baby. It's
Yes,
content.
sir. That's
Um,
right.
but do it on his channel, and we appreciate everybody watching our podcasts. And I know podcasts are not like the most watched stuff because people usually want to do, kind of research on like I'm thinking about getting the new whatever knife, and a podcast is just like Town Square, and we're just talking about crazy shit. But if you have smoked enough weed and you're eating enough Cheetos, and you go, you know what? I'm just gonna chill and watch this. And so, good. I welcome all those people who are couch potato, just binge watching craziness, and they just want to chill and do that. And I do that sometimes myself. So
Yeah.
it's just fun because we're taking you away from all the craziness in the world, and we're just talking about various and sundry different things with knives, hopefully as our basic, focus. And don't miss all the Kaiser. Vosti's having a big sale too. Go to Vosti knives, Kaiser knives, Concept knives. They're all, and then Civivi Wee knives, and they're authorized retailers over $29. You get the knife roll thing. I just ordered something from Justin at White Mountain Knives, and I got a knife roll in the mail with my order. So it's still happening. So just take advantage of that. Go get a Liong Ma Hawk, and then check out the Eutektik Trinity bundle on my website. Okay. And then also the LTK result, when they're gone, they're gone. Okay. A couple of people have said like they're the most underrated knife of 2023. And so do that and then contact me and I will send you a swag pack. Okay. And it's LTK is the discount code, 10% off of any and all, as many times as you want to use it on White Mountain knives. Okay. So use that continually, repeatedly.
Yeah.
That's the summation.
Yeah. That's awesome.
The summation for the nation. Okay. So we will, I will do that. And then we will all bid you a Merry Christmas.
That's right.
Even though you're only supposed to say like, oh, we're not going to put red and green about. Okay, that's political. Well, okay, Merry Christmas, because Jesus is watching you, and you better watch your shit, because Jesus is watching you.
From all of us, have a Merry Christmas.
Oh yeah.
And we'll see you again soon.
Yes, we will. Next podcast when we announce the winner.
That's right.
It could be you.
That's right.